Welcome back. And the question we are asking our viewers is this: are you satisfied with the achievements of the Shantinagar government after 2 years? Do share your views with News9. Call us on the numbers that are flashing on your television screen. Now, Mr. Sharma, you just heard what MLA Harris had to state about this, that the government has been running for 2 years, no scandals as such. But do you suppose that is what we want, a government that is just running? Don't we want a CEO at the helm of affairs?
See, this is exactly what's missing, because when you inevitably what happens is you compare governments with neighboring governments, especially in an environment which is more liberal, more progressive now. Now, look at what Chandrababu Naidu is doing. Now, you would imagine that the CEO or the Chief Minister of Karnataka would also have some vision, which apparently is not obvious to us. I think because he's concentrating on the social development programs instead of empowering people. You cannot be giving doles, because see, the problem is not only forget this Annabhagya. It's a good scheme, I'm not saying that. But the point is, you need to empower them to be able to stand on their feet. See, it's not only this thing. Now you have the problem of giving free power to the farmers, right? That again is a major issue in the country. Now, instead of providing adequate facilities, infrastructure to them so that they need not depend on this, we are doing all this. Maybe that's a socialistic aims, etc. But in terms of development, I would like to know what has happened, because there is hardly any major development in terms of industry. You may announce certain things. You're talking this morning, he talked about the global investment meet. Now, we've had the joke of the global investment meet both in Karnataka and Gujarat, talking about 1 lakh crore of investments having come. Where are those? Nowhere. Where are those investments, etc.? Right? We are going to repeat that mistake. First. Secondly, even to have a global investment meet, you have to have adequate infrastructure to invite or interest people. Do you have that infrastructure? You have not done anything. You actually got power by default, because BJP virtually gave it to you on a platter, right? You didn't have to do anything because they mismanaged it. So whatever you did little, you could have done little, that they would have said, oh, you've done a great job.
BJP scored so many self-goals that Congress won.
Correct. So as a result, because they didn't have to do much, because the scene was so bad earlier, they had to only improve on it a bit. Then people would have said they've done a lot. Unfortunately, I think this is a missed opportunity. Luckily, they still have 3 years. Hopefully, they'll do something. But as of now, I get a mixed feeling. I will not condemn it, because there are schemes. For example, I think give the devil its due. For example, this Sakala scheme, they could as well have forgotten about it because it was the previous government scheme. But they continued and they did a good job of it. I mean, hats off to them, because I thought that was a very bold step and very intelligent and mature step. I don't think how many governments would do that, because just because the previous government's this thing. But they continued with that. For some strange reason, I suddenly find there's all quiet on that front. I don't know why. But still, it's a good thing. So that's a plus for them, I would say. But I still feel he had a lot of opportunities to prove that this government could deliver in terms of infrastructure, in terms of economic development. That unfortunately is not visible.
For example?
There's no investment, like he mentioned about power, etc. Where are the investment coming? In fact, we have lost we have that case of Hero Motors, right? And you have Chandrababu Naidu coming into Bangalore at the Defence Aero Show and giving a PowerPoint presentation as if he was the CEO of a company. Can you imagine Mr. Shridharamaiah doing that?
See, when you go for
can you imagine him?
Let's quickly speak to the other CEO. You are representing your CEO who's in Delhi. How do you look at Shridharamaiah through AAP's eyes?
Since I'm the last in the panel, so last of the block, so I'll need a little bit of time catching up. Since our childhood, we have read that democracy is government by the people, for the people, of the people. So Shridharamaiah, it's very nice that you're conducting a survey. Do the people of Karnataka really feel that Shridharamaiah is their CM or the Congress's CM? That is the main question that people will answer via this survey today. Prakash said it very nicely when he said that the whole political class of India is today suffering from patronage politics. They feel that they are giving out doles to the people. It's like mom and pop kind of a thing, which sees the citizens as immature. Next to me, Harris is sitting. He's my MLA from Shantinagar. A lot of doles are being given to the people, but are our people's representative? Does Mr. Harris really think that he is a Congress MLA or the representative of the people? The question is whether our representatives think they are representatives of the people or representatives of a party. Are they? Is Mr. Harris or Siddaramaiah ready to give more power to the people of Bangalore, to the people of Karnataka? That is the question. What Siddaramaiah did very intelligently during the BJP's last term, before the 2013 elections, is that he positioned himself as a non-corrupt person. He did that Padayatra to the mining districts. He gave an impression that he is going to be a non-corrupt, clean administrator. Unfortunately, his whole cabinet is filled with Roshan Begs and DK Shivkumar, who are clearly, there are criminal allegations against them. So how is he going to deliver a non-corrupt, clean administration when that was the plank on which he had come?
Let's quickly get this response from Mr. Harris. Mr. Harris.
My friend, doldrums what you are talking. Before election only you gave the people in Delhi that your power bill will be reduced, water bill will be reduced. What is that then? See, let us not blame each other and make it, no, we are all in a glass house. Let us be careful, nobody's glass breaks anyway. Here, the government, Mr. Sharma, I just want to give a clarification. We brought in a new law under this power for solar. This is introduced by this government. Okay. It's a great step for production of power, which is, which is very important also at this time. And we already had, and some projects have already started for solar power generation. My friend should also understand that. It is all brought by this government. It is in view of the vision for the development of this state. And it has to go very much.
But Mr. Harrison, that
solar only to support. But I'll tell you what the problem with that is. Of course, the KCA thing, for instance, the solar panel thing there. Partly it's because of the encouragement that the enabling environment that the state government gave. But
the KCA meaning?
You see, there's a solar powered stadium, all
the East End
over the cricket stadium, there are solar panels.
Can you see, the thing is, this is a battle of perception also. If the state can be proud of it, see, there are two problems here. Actually, that is the thing I'm saying. There is a legacy of the state. There's a heritage. I'm saying in modern terms, I'm not talking about 500 years ago, of this being a technological state, that all the dams of India were built, imagined by Karnataka engineers or the Mysore engineers. We are the machine tool industry capital, in India.
So HMT, BEML,
precision instruments.
Everybody was here.
All, software, all that. If this government had owned it, we would have felt a little more comfortable. The only thing the government, see, Mr. Harris is talking about solar power. The CM will not talk about it. The CM will talk. In China, he went and talked about Annabhagya and all that. That's what he did the first time he went to China. He doesn't talk about that we are a technological power. He doesn't talk. This is our worry, that we are an academic center, a research center, a technology center.
Which is not talked about.
They never talk. The perception is the problem.
The mic.
Mr. Harris, have you missed the narrative?
I have taken it. No. Each department has each person also. Okay. Prakash knows it well. And I know Prakash where he's sitting it. I don't want to go into that. Okay. But there is a perception of development, growth, vision. See, I already said education, building up the next generation, giving them health, power sector. See, there are efforts are there. See, it is only 2 years. We have still 3 more years. You suggest what more we can do. I am here as a representative. I will take it forward. I will push it because we have 3 more years left.
Give us a directly elected mayor or a mayor in council in Bangalore City.
I also support that. As a MLA of the Congress party, as a MLA in the government, I also support that. Even my voice is for that.
I'm completely with Aam Aadmi Party on this.
Because it is not only Aam Aadmi Party, we are also talking about that direct election of mayor at the same time, but not one mayor or there is still.
We'll come back to that. In fact, we are getting some of our viewers are actually sending in. Now, when we have asked the question, are you satisfied with the achievements of the Siddaramaiah government after 2 years? 77% say no, 23% as of now say yes, they are satisfied. So 77% as of now are saying no. Now, we're actually asking the viewers, do send in your queries and also do text us. You can also WhatsApp us. We want to know, and We will actually tally the results towards the end of the show. But as of now, it's 77% no and 23% yes. We have there's a caller now from Hoysala Nagar, Chalapan.
Hello, I'm Chalapania.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Hello, good evening, sir. Sir, I'm just watching your S9 news. Many people are putting forth many these things. My personal opinion, the Congress government is doing a good job from last 2 years.
Okay.
Okay, that is my first opinion.
Thank you,
Secondly,
Chalapan.
yeah, tell me.
Thank you.
Mr. Harris is thanking you. But why do you think they're doing a good job?
I will tell you, sir. Sir, actually, I am comparing to the previous government, number one.
Exactly. That's the right
Secondly, okay, number one, I am comparing to the previous government.
Do take a benchmark.
Now, secondly, I will tell you, sir. See, actually, Mr. Siddaramaiah is free from corruption. He is free from corruption. And thirdly, he is now taking the court's decision and acting on the lake birds demolition.
Okay.
Hello?
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Okay, sir. Number three. He has now introduced a lot of yojanas for children. He has introduced a lot of milk and food and Anna and so many things he has introduced. Okay.
Amma will come.
Number three.
Okay.
Please listen me, sir.
Yeah. Surely we are listening to you.
To whom I am talking?
You're talking to News 9.
All are here. All are here.
Okay. Sir, my name is Chalapan.
Yes, we hear you. Thank you, Mr. Chalapan, for all those details.
I'm-
Meanwhile, we
I'm-
have another caller. We have
We have
Miss Mona Philip.
yeah, from HAL. Go ahead, ma'am. Mona Phillips. All right.
Okay, she's not on the line. Yeah.
No, there are a lot of good things happening. Of course, see, all the dignitaries here, all our friends here. I would suggest the government what more we can do. Now, that could also help, because see, 3 years we are going to be there. Just blaming, the state is losing that 3 years if we are not able to do something good.
Suggestions?
Isn't it?
Clear-cut suggestions. Drop the tainted ministers from your cabinet. That's the first suggestion. It's so happened in Karnataka that the people of Karnataka have today very clearly seen that what you say in Kannada, Jhanda bere, agenda vande. BJP and Congress are the same. Flip the coins, both are the same. DK Shivkumar is one accused in the Siddaramaiah cabinet. He is a co-accused with Yadiyurappa in the Beniganalli land case. People know that BJP and Congress are the different faces of the same coin. My humble suggestion to my representative Harris here is that just drop the tainted minister. Start with that. That's a very good start. My second suggestion.
Quickly, let's.
My
Mr.
second
Harris,
suggestion. Just
Mr.
two
Harris,
suggestions.
How do you like? How do you like this suggestion?
I'm requesting Harris
Please
that
hold.
in his constituency ask the people for more participation.
Please hold on to your thoughts, Mr. Harris. Drop tainted ministers. You asked for suggestion. Suggestion is there.
I'll carry this to the chief minister.
What else can you
See,
say?
I'm
here?
saying suggestion.
Because it's my question. You know what he says is drop the tainted ministers. These are unnecessary baggage you're carrying.
Absolutely.
According to Mr. Siddharth Sharma.
If a car is being driven with a punctured tire, the risk is for the driver. Now, that is a risk what Siddaramaiah is taking if you feel somebody is tainted there and others. Let us talk about development. Let us talk
Correct.
about
But
what
you
the
asked
government
for a
can
suggestion,
do.
he gave a
No,
suggestion.
I am telling in development I am talking. You tell, okay, you Congress party change chief minister and keep somebody else. That is, you can tell 101 things like that. You talk to me. Tell me what is the good thing you can do for the
suggestion was
people.
solicited
No,
by
no,
Mr.
no.
Shafiullah,
Okay.
when you have tainted
we
people,
take this to
how can you
forward.
go about with development?
See, first of all, tainted means it is anti-development, because any tainted person, regardless of who he is, he will look for his own personal development. Definitely not will be concerned about anything about the state or the people. The second thing what I was pointing out at is, my friend was telling about solar panels and all that. Those are not considered by the foreign powers where our chief minister is planning to go and invite them. What our CM is planning to present as an infrastructure, without any proper infrastructure development or new infrastructure schemes or laying of new infrastructure, I don't think anybody will get attracted for
Sir,
investments over here.
No, solar power is
That is only
thing now.
That
What
is
are you
only
talking?
catering to the people who are in need of the power over here.
No, investors will
Small
come for
thing.
even that.
Definitely
See,
not.
no,
You need much bigger power
They won't
projects.
come. I'll tell you why they won't come. See, I'll tell you. I have a suggestion. There are very clear markers on what is the problem for us: energy, education, health, food, infrastructure, water. I'm deliberately separating.
By
them.
infrastructure, you mean civic infrastructure.
No, it means roads,
Across
it
the
means
basic.
everything, There is no, I am sorry to say, there is really no vision in any one of these things. For instance, to acquire land. I'll tell you, in the Retinhole project, there is a problem. I've been to Sakaleshpur. See, it's all mixed up, okay? Many farmers are willing to just give and come away. They don't want to live. Some people are willing to agitate. We don't have a clear policy. We don't know what the government's view of it is. We have no articulation of what the people's view is.
You know, he's making a very valid point. He says we don't know what the government's view on it is.
Vision.
Mostly people have accused the government of being deaf and dumb.
No, Bansi.
You have not spoken. He's making a point. He's making a very valid point. We don't know what is the government's view.
See, Ethinole is a very old project. It's not a new project started by this government.
What is the view of land? For instance, land acquisition. I know they have a Congress party view of it. But the Chief Minister of Karnataka is not just a Congress leader. He's also the leader of people who voted for BJP, for JDS, for everybody.
entire
All the
Karnataka
6.5 lakh people,
Now, what is
crore people of Karnataka.
We want to know what this government's view on land acquisition is. Don't say you are for farmers. We know do you know anybody who's against farmers? I don't know. Okay, so don't say that.
Even AAP is for farmers.
No, Mr. Harris, the point is, see, okay, next 3 years you said we all know you have next, what is the roadmap in terms of improving state's infrastructure? See, we all talk about the assets that Karnataka has, right? Where are we actually doing anything to harness the opportunities and the talent and the reserves that we? No, at least it's not evident. Right? You may be doing it, I don't know, but as of now it's not evident. Is there a roadmap? What you want to do to make Karnataka go beyond its industrialization capacity? He talked about Vishweshwarayyas, etc. Do we have any of them now? Are we actually producing them now? No. But if you have something specific, that would actually help in the next 3 years.
Sir, actually, this global investors meet was a big tamasha whichever happened during the BJP
Fine.
regime.
It's going to be the same here.
1 minute. We
okay.
have not had anything still now.
Planning, he said this morning. Yeah,
He
okay.
said,
Yeah.
see, you are asking what you are doing. He
Okay,
said,
fine,
okay,
fine.
we'll do.
Okay.
They spoke so many lakh of rupees, crores, so many lakh crore rupees is coming as.
Flop show.
Let me finish. That so much of investment is coming, so much of land was acquired, so much of land given to so many people, so many MOUs signed. On the spot they were giving, even media also it was coming, so many lakh done now, so
That's
many
history,
lakh. No,
no?
1 minute, sir. Sir, all those mess is there, which we have been just clearing things out. We are telling this is not happening, this is not happening. See, some things are done by those government. We have to undo those things. Okay. Now we are just doing all those things. That is why I said we still have 3 years time with us. Our chief minister has not called immediately, okay, we'll have a international thing, we'll call investors. We have not done. We have been seriously looking into it, what has to be done. Because already there's so much of committed.
People have the right to know about your schemes if you have such schemes.
Mr.
It should
Harris,
have come out.
Mr. Harris,
Industrial
industrial
joint-
policy was
It's very
declared.
clearly brought now.
Was declared.
I
know. The industrialists are not happy with it. You must have a dialogue. You're not doing it.
Now the new industry policy has just come recently.
I know, they're very unhappy
There are a
with
lot
it.
of new things for women entrepreneurs and a lot of things have
70%
come.
Please talk to the industrialists, you will know what they
They're
have to
very
say.
unhappy.
Honestly,
Yes,
I'm telling you,
let-
please talk to them what they have to say. And you will know, get your answers.
I request you to have a dialogue on only that industrial thing on another day, so that we can also understand what the industrialists and others have for recommendation on that. It will be helpful. See, what I am trying to tell.
We'll try and get an industry response to this after this very short break. Stay tuned.
All right, we're starting. Welcome back to the special discussion. In fact, we've been asking our viewers if they are satisfied with the achievements of the Siddaramaiah government In fact, earlier on, 23% stated yes and 77% said no, but it's changed now. It's 27% have said yes and 73% no. A slight change over there. So we're actually requesting our viewers, do send in your messages. We'd like to know from you, are you satisfied with the achievements of the Siddaramaiah government after 2 years? In fact, Bengaluru from Basveshwar Nagar, Somshekhar, from Banshankari, I beg your pardon, from Banshankari, Somshekhar. Mr. Somshekhar?
Yes?
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, I am completely not satisfied with the Siddaramaiah government.
Why?
See, nothing was happened positively. See, we can say that Shadi Bhagya and whatever, that even Anna Bhagya. Anna Bhagya also may be good for poor people, but there is lots of scam. So in that research, they said that about 94 something, that 90 some statistic itself, it says that there is lots of scam in that one. And apart from that, recent that land encroachment, there is lots of disturbance in the Bangalore. See, he always says that there is a court policy and all those things. See, they don't have any morality of telling the court. So this was happened from past 20-30 years. If that is the case, entire about 70 to 80% of Bangalore has to be evicted.
Right.
See, there is, I can say only main things. See, in Gandhi Bazaar, that is also Sarovar. Recently I heard in the FM that Gandhi Bazaar is a Sarovar, where that Vrishabhavati river starts. And even
okay. Thank you, Mr. Somshekhar, for joining us with those thoughts. He made one point. He says Annabhagya is ridden with scams. Mr. Harris, Annabhagya ridden with scams.
Passing comments, everybody are talking. There is no scam as such. Okay. They say the poor people take it, they sell it and all those things.
A lot of adulteration, Mr. Harris. But
see, that is not only Annabhagya scheme. That adulteration is a different issue. That could be there, that we may have to tackle that. I don't say, no, we are giving perfect and all. That could be because in between there are so many agencies who do this. By the time it reaches to the people, could be. But that also we take it and we will try to see if there is anything. But we, my constituency, I have not got any complaints about adulteration. They get a complaint like delay. Today, if they are supposed to get it, they get it tomorrow, day after tomorrow. Kerosene did not come. They didn't get sugar, only 2 kg they got. They're supposed to get 3 kilos. But there's no adulteration complaint I have not received. But even if that is there, I take it positively from you and we'll try to check on that and see that how it can be checked and stopped. But as such scam, nothing is there. There's nothing which has come in that way as a scam in this food Annabhagya scheme.
Okay.
He's also speaking of people's houses being demolished.
No, that is, see, now the lake encroachment which is being cleared as on the direction of the court.
See, in defense of government, you must say, the government is utterly helpless in this because, the High Court was so angry. Summoned the Chief Secretary and, the way the High Court spoke, the government was helpless. The thing is, there are victims in this. The people who lost their homes are victims. And governments, not this government, governments are guilty.
Governments in the past.
All governments are guilty.
I am also a member of the Lake Encroachment Committee.
You are a member of the Lake Encroachment Committee. That Mr. H.D. Kumaraswamy is a member of.
He is also a member with us. Now, see, no, that committee has not yet given any findings till now. We are still going through how many lakes are there, and we have known that there is a finding of lot of area is being encroached. See, one is now person who has built a house, he has been duped by somebody. He has purchased it somebody and he is building. A fellow who has encroached in the beginning, made a layout and sold, that is the fellow who has to be caught and punished.
No, why don't you punish the government officials?
What about the officials?
Why don't you punish the government officials who gave the plan sanction was given? How did electricity reach them? How did sewerage reach them? How did the plan?
All this has happened right under the nose of the present
there are
government.
Two different things.
What this government has seen this very clearly.
What this government is very intelligently doing is that there are two different aspects. One is land encroachment, which is done by small people, gullible people who are sold this land by big land mafia. The second is land grab, where large builders amassed a huge tract of land. So they are not targeting the land grabbers. They are targeting the bechara gullible people.
Land grabbers.
Now the
They are
question
not
is,
targeting the
why doesn't the
officials.
government, he is our MLA, why doesn't he say that yes, I will take to task whoever has given, he is also...
Okay, let him go on.
You just give me a little more time, listen
Go ahead,
what
sir.
all I have to say, then you tell me. No, now, see, this is, what they are asking is right, okay. But this, whatever encroachment is being cleared is on direction of the court. This is not on the direction of the government. Court has directed the government to clear and take it.
But the
Now-
government has woken up only after the demolition of the poor people's houses.
Okay, now let's listen to him.
Now here, these poor people, whoever have encroached, now this is a sad story, because those poor people like 20, 10 by 15, 10 by 20, they are very, I mean, poorest people they are. We should, actually government has schemes to build and give. The sad part is they have done it on the lake. Now even BDA has encroached lakes and made layouts and allowed.
For example, in Banaswadi, we saw a fire station over land which looks like lake land.
I tell you, Bansi, I'm telling you this as a cautionary thing. I'm warning you, Mr. Harris. The blame, the wrath of the people because of the demolitions will have to come on the government. It's not against the Congress government. People will be angry with government, and I'm afraid the Congress government will pay, because it's the government now.
Now,
Unless you
see, now even if the government doesn't want to do, even if the government doesn't want to do, the court is on sitting
No,
on the head.
you punish some officials. Make an exemplary punishment.
Already there is a move, as rightly,
Punish the administrators.
as rightly everybody feels, even I feel the same, that those officials,
Guilty officials.
who are the people responsible for allowing this to happen, who have allowed all these things to happen, and now this has become a big issue.
Hang them
Shut
first.
down BDA. It's a very good suggestion. I'm telling you, close down BDA.
Mr.
It
Prakash
is
Belwadi
useless
and me,
organization.
Mr. Prakash Belwadi and me worked in an organization together, and I still remember Mr. Belwadi ran a series of articles saying close the BDA. This was in the era of pre-97.
That's right.
In the pre-97 era.
Anyway, we people sitting here, we cannot take a call on closing down the BDA or things. We have to.
Mr. Belwadi, why do you think?
You can take a call.
Mr. Belwadi, why do you say close the BDA? Let's listen to him.
No, actually, it's a very easy thing. Should the BDA be shut down? See, I have not met a single person who says BDA should continue.
No, but why? Why?
Because, see, the planning function of BDA has been severely compromised. You have KIADB, now you want to have a
BMRDA is there.
You want to have a metropolitan planning committee. I don't know what the BMRDA is going to do. Now you want to trifurcate Bangalore. See, you have messed it up.
Now there is a complaint that BDA has.
So you think there is no case for BDA?
A development authority and a planning authority should be separate. When they're together, this kind of mess can happen.
No, actually, even I do agree with Prakash. There's no proper planning. There's no master plan for Bangalore city as a whole.
There's a CDP which came out.
All CDPs, every government comes, they keep changing the CDP. They'll put green belt here, then they'll push the green belt.
You got Photoshop, they color the map.
That doesn't help us.
That is what they're doing.
That doesn't help us. Green belt once made, according to me, should not be removed at all. It should be retained as a green belt. Then development should happen after the green belt.
Mr. Harris, on the outside now, you know what, considering 2 years have taken place, the demolition work has started. People want to know, will the lakes be rejuvenated?
Now I am also a member of the committee.
Yeah, will they be rejuvenated?
We have yesterday had a meeting with the revenue minister and all the chief secretaries and everybody. We have asked for surveyors to be given, deployed. Within 3 months, they are going to give us total lakes surveyed and marked, so that we know how much is the area, how much is the encroachment. See, now we also don't like poor people's houses being demolished. We also want the lake to be regenerated. Now we are in a very big thing.
I got that point. What about those lakes, living lakes that have been acquired living lakes?
No lakes have been acquired of now. We have
for
stopped.
the Arkavati lake, the
Arkavati lakes.
Lake?
We have already reviewed that Arkavati lakes have been fenced. All those lakes which are coming inside Arkavati, maybe around 2 or 3 have been fenced and kept.
So the Jakkur Lake example will be safe?
Yeah, they will be safe. Nothing will happen to that. We have got a clearance from the Commissioner BDA that they are not going to make any sites, and we have already asked explanations on whatever they have already made sites.
Okay, that's good.
So, it is a serious issue. I am a person like me also sitting there to see that something good has to happen. But at the same time, no, see, it is in whatever I do, I will be blamed. That is the situation I am in.
Because you don't have a policy. You must say, now that I have to demolish these homes, the state must declare a policy to address it. There is no policy. It's a knee-jerk response.
You are right. Now we are just thinking about that. We just had, I mean, 2 days back we have had a meeting where we are thinking about these poor people to be rehabilitated in a different way, giving them houses or something. Because again, see, government has to take care of everyone. You make some homeless and again give some homes, doesn't make sense. Okay. So we are seriously talking and thinking what to do. Maybe as Prakash said, we may have to make a law which will separate all these things.
The point is, can you frame a policy to
no, we will have to.
You have to.
You have to.
Choice.
There's no other way.
Only that way we can clear this. Otherwise,
Surely,
it's not
surely.
possible.
There should be a policy, not a knee-jerk reaction. We slip into a short break, but on the other side, we continue. Stay tuned.
Welcome back to the special discussion. Now, before we go back to our experts and our esteemed guests here, we have Bangalorean from Cubbon Road, Bharat.
Yeah.
Yes, Bharat, go ahead.
I have a problem with complete government system, and I think that mistake made by a common person can is said to be okay. But when the same mistake done by a person who is in a very good position, I think that will lead to a very wrong position state. So I guess the same mistake done by these corrupt politicians will lead to I don't think it is not a good development. And it doesn't matter that it is a Congress government or a BJP government. So I don't think that things should be completely eliminated and a good person should be placed there, not like a person who passed a PO or a degree. Some good, really good administrative officer should be in a chief minister post.
Right, Bharat, thank you very much. Before I come to you, in fact, what we're getting now is that it's 26 and 74, while 26% are satisfied with the achievements of the Siddaramaiah government. 74% say no, it was 23% then, it's changed to 27 and now 26.
What is the sample size?
What the viewer here was expressing here, the viewer Bharat, is that kind of cynicism coming for the politician,
especially among the youth.
Especially among the youth, it's across the board. There is absolute cynicism as far as politicians are concerned, and that's because people view governments as a delivery mechanism for civic amenities. Now ask any Bangalorean.
And for other things also.
Ask any Bangalorean. Forget about we be representing a political party or you being an anchor of some TV channel. All of us are citizens of Bangalore. Go out on the street. Every corner is reeking of garbage. Bangalore is reeking from it's become a stinking hell. Even New York Times and Washington Post are now covering it as the garbage city rather than the garden city. The kind of roads we have, that is what leads to cynicism. We as politicians need to understand that first and foremost, other than having large discussions about industrial policy, this and that, our first and foremost responsibility is to deliver those civic amenities to the citizens.
Mr. Harris,
and I'll just add to it, I'll just finish off, that in the last 3 years, Congress is the government in the Karnataka, BJP is in the BBMP, both together have turned Bangalore into a garbage mess. Who is responsible for that?
Now,
that is why people like Bharat have that cynicism. Yalla politician one day.
Okay, with a lot of revenues actually coming from the city, brand Bengaluru has taken a beating. Every time it rains, it floods.
Correction to my friend. We are here only in 2 years. 5 years BJP has been ruling in BBMP in the state. And garbage issue is there from the past 4 years.
But in 2 years you have not been able to solve garbage.
We have been doing our best.
See, Bangalore is stinking. Sir, has become
you made the point. Let him just answer.
See, this is a very funny thing. Although it is BBMP was governed by and large by BJP for 5 years, that incumbency burden somehow the Congress has taken. I don't know how they have taken it. They are defensive. BJP is actually talking as though they are like holier than anybody.
Yeah, very true. That's the
They
point.
have done
Amazing.
it. This Bangalore Garden City to Garbage City is made by BJP. Nobody else. Okay. But anyway, see, we are also in power here for
How
the
do you
past
say
2
it's
years.
made by BJP?
No, that is when they didn't handle it. It was not the state government to handle it. It is to be handled by BBMP. They have the entire power to handle Bangalore City, manage, collect revenue, spend it, take care of Bangalore City. The responsibility is BBMP.
As of today, the BBMP stands dissolved.
That is
the
what
Congress
they
has
tell,
its
15 days.
representative as the
Excuse me.
commissioner.
15
Why don't
days.
you solve the garbage problem
15
today?
days, brother. You give some
No,
time.
you have to. Yes, it takes
Even
time.
15 days.
You are asking for
You
the
are
moon,
talking.
yeah.
Please, no. Let's not be like that. Let's be
But
clear.
one thing they can do. See, there are some 21,000 illegal holdings, 30, 25. I don't know how many thousands of illegal holdings are there.
Banners and all.
Now it is
And they are earning
the
a
proposal-
pittance from the hoardings.
The
They are earning
proposal-
less than 20 crore.
No, 19 crores last year.
Less than 20 crore. They can earn up to 500 crore.
Now the thing is that a proposal is there before the Urban Development Department. The Chief Minister owns some 17 departments or something. You can take action on this. Such a simple thing.
Sir,
you can
a
send out a
state-
signal.
Sir, a state in which the Home Minister goes on record and maligns a dead person like DK Ravi just to shield the real estate people that he represents,
Please,
how
please,
do you
please.
expect
Please,
these
please,
kind of
please.
things coming out of this government?
no,
You have to come out in the open
is
and
no-
say that yes,
no,
I am
no,
for
no.
honest governance, I am for clean governance.
No, please.
Unless
Let
you
us
do
not,
that, the
now-
way DK Ravi's issue panned out, it was so pathetic that the Home Minister of a state was maligning a dead person.
You know, what I've noticed over here, everyone does the same thing. We focus only on Bengaluru. North
Entire city,
Karnataka,
yeah,
North
entire
Karnataka
state.
has not been touched.
See, in fact, glad that you mentioned, for example, you had the special status given to North Karnataka, right? And funny part of it is, it's not just now, it's the successive governments and successive politicians, Dharam Singh, Kharge, you name, all of them have come from there. What have they done for the region? Nothing.
no
Nothing.
execution, no result.
Right? Nothing. And
No
today,
result of
even
any
after the
scheme being
special
implemented.
status, what is unfortunately happening?
There are a lot of things happening, sir. Are you from North Karnataka?
No.
No,
I'm
no.
not.
Have you
Yeah.
traveled recently to
A
North
bit,
Karnataka?
not too much,
No,
yeah.
yeah, that's why
Yeah.
now there are a lot of things happening.
Okay.
Let's just not write off. Let us
I'm
not
not
do
writing
like
off.
what
I want to know.
my friend
Yeah.
said.
Yeah.
In 15 days, administrators come. What are you doing?
No, that's,
we
okay.
want to do. We want to do. We will do it. It is again now in a dilemma, that election and all. There's a lot of confusion. See, Bangalore city needs more concentration. It needs a blueprint to be made for Bangalore city. I have personally been talking to the chief minister also about this. Bangalore city needs a blueprint to be
It's
made.
a showcase. No?
No, and the revenue generated now
money comes from the
Yes.
can be increased another 50 or 100 folds in Bangalore city. It is all possible. But of course, we had the problem with the BJP was here. Now we got, now again I don't know, this election, the Supreme Court has intervened and said within 3 months you need to conduct election. We wanted to trifurcate the Bangalore city and make it administration. Bangalore is going to be one. We only wanted to trifurcate on the administration of Bangalore city. That is what was our
No,
idea.
true, very true. But can't we also have various other centers that will actually generate revenue? North Karnataka is a haven over there. We can actually use a lot of land, but entire thing is
major
concentrated
industry
over
worth
here.
the name.
No,
Why
there
not?
there are schemes
no
and
major
plans.
industry
See,
worth
as
the
it is
name.
now, the government of Japan, the government of Taiwan, there are a lot of dialogues happening between these countries. A lot of business people have already come into the North Karnataka, and I am sure, at least in the coming year, we will surely see some of bigger projects coming on those sides. Because the KDB has land bank with them, and we are already, the government is pushing it forward to see that some investment come on that part. See, until it has not happened, it is all on the work, it will happen.
Are you doing some infrastructure development there? Because
It
that
can-
is why
it
people
can
are not
happen.
coming.
It can happen
there are.
provided the political class stops thinking that sitting in Bangalore, I can remote control
Mr.
Bidar.
Harris,
only 6,
I
7
have
kilometers
one
away.
serious
Why
complaint
don't
against you.
Why don't you empower people in Bidar so that they can take up that development? Why are you using this remote control from Bangalore?
No,
Decentralize issues.
I have one complaint against the Congress. See, to run a government, you say without scams, it's, you're trying to say there is no minus, so it is a plus. Okay. It is one thing to say that, but another thing to say, we have such a huge state. Now, most of our cities are all cities of so many years. Have you planned new cities for habitation? Can't you see Bangalore is already breaking it, it seems?
See, it's not Congress. It's not a Congress culture. It is the Siddaramaiah government culture. They are actually anti-urbanization. That is the signal they have sent out. Whether they mean it or not, I don't care. But the signal they have sent out is they are anti-urbanization. And the reason there are no scams is that they don't do anything. You know, there is absolutely
Okay, Mr. Harris, I
no
want your
idea.
response to that.
Idea of
The reason
developing
there are
anything.
no scams is because you don't do anything.
You're anti-urban.
Prakash is a good speaker, so he has put it that way. No, see, I'll tell you one thing. No, let me just tell you, see.
No, I'm asking a simple question. You have such a huge state. You have so many cities. There's such a huge rural to urban migration through the year. It's something we cannot change. Why can't we have more cities? Why should everybody come to Bengaluru? Why should everybody come to our city?
There are some plans, but I don't know, some of these plans are not coming into action. That is the sad part again.
Sir,
Because even the previous,
take your plan to the streets. Take your plan to the streets. Ask the people to participate. It becomes so much more easier then.
Even the previous
As our
government.
friend says, there are not many plans.
All of
and
them are in
schemes.
Vidhan Saudha.
Now he is putting across over here why those plans and schemes are not reaching
Sir,
to the
why
people.
aren't you making those
Why
plans
it's
coming
not
here
working?
and in
See,
front
what
of the
I'm-
citizens?
what
let's
I'm
deliver
talking
it to the
what
citizens,
they are
na?
talking is much different. See, you are talking about development of new cities.
Yeah.
So that can't be brought to the streets. See, cities has to be made. It has to be. There is too many things behind that. So there's been a planning during Kumaraswamy's time also. They declared some 4 satellite cities.
Even
across.
during Yediyurappa's time, he spoke about
Then
new
again,
cities.
Yediyurappa's time it came. Then again, now Modi has come and spoken
of
about
smart cities.
See, to be very honest, even I was on a delegation to United Kingdom, and I had an opportunity to talk about smart cities there in the United Kingdom's Parliament. And I also personally, if you ask me, there are some schemes with the government, but it will come. They are planning for some satellite and bigger smart cities to be made. And
Within
even
Karnataka?
Tumkur to be
Five in
developed,
Karnataka they have
Tumkur to be developed, and few more other cities to be
You're
developed.
talking of the same central schemes, Tumkur.
No,
and-
both central and the state.
See,
See,
Or
it has
part
to
of
be
the
the
corridor
cabinet
also.
list of smart city projects from Karnataka, 5 have been declared. Actually, Bangalore was not there. We've been agitating that Bangalore should be there.
Bangalore should be the first
Can
smart
you-
city.
can you imagine?
I think Bangalore has been added now.
Bangalore was
Now
already.
See, they hate Bangalore. All these guys get elected somewhere, not Mr. Harris. They hate our city.
Who are you talking of?
See, MLAs who get elected elsewhere in Karnataka, they hate Bangalore. But they'll buy property here, they will speculate, they'll do
investment,
deals here, they'll settle down here, but they hate the city.
MLAs who get elected from outside Bangalore. You're not talking of the 28 who get elected from here.
They're helpless actually.
Mr. Harris, are you helpless?
They should form another party actually.
Bansi, now there is a lot of things which will happen now. If now, see, first is administration.
Okay. We'll please hold on to your thoughts. We talk about this response. Do the MLAs from outside Bengaluru hate Bengaluru? We talk about this after this very short break. Stay tuned.
Welcome back to the special discussion. In fact, we've been asking our viewers if they are satisfied with the achievements of the Siddaramaiah government after 2 years. We're getting it as of now is 77 and 23, while 23% say yes, 77% say no. Well, in fact, we have another Bengalorean from Kyarpuram on the phone line, Ramchandra. Mr. Ramchandra?
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Hello, good evening, sir.
Good evening.
I am talking to TV9.
News 9, yes, go ahead.
Yes.
Hello.
Yes, go
Am I
ahead.
talking to TV9?
You are talking to News 9, yes, go ahead.
Hello.
Yes, sir, we can hear you, go ahead.
Acha, I am Ramachandra from Kerpuram. I would like to share with you a few words. I am not actually, hello?
Yes, we can hear you, go ahead.
I am not satisfied with the present functioning of the government. Since he has not done anything for the common man, especially for the senior citizen.
Okay.
I am a senior citizen, about 75 years old. If I want to travel in the bus, the daily pass is 70 rupees and the monthly pass is 925 rupees. I am getting a meager pension of old age pension of 500 rupees. If the Ramalinga Reddy Transport Minister, if he is a human being, he would have considered about the senior citizen And they have done so many things, road widening or foot bridge or elevated highway, whatever it may be. But nothing for the common man. And even if they do something and the diesel prices are going up or down, they are not reducing the prices. At least they should reduce the...
Mr. Ramachandran, there is a scheme for senior citizens where if you get that senior citizen card, you have a big discount on the bus and all other public services. Please avail that, sir. Please avail it.
Hello?
It is meant for you people.
Hello?
Yep.
If they introduce the Akrama Sakrama, I have constructed a house 25 years back. I was employed. Now I am a retired person. If they impose me to pay 25 or 30,000 rupees, I will have to hang myself with my family. No other way. Even if they sanction me bank loan, I will not be able to repay it. That also we have to consider.
Right.
So, nothing for the common man, especially for the senior citizen. The government has not done anything. It is very clean.
Right,
And
Mr.
they
Ram.
are demanding.
Right. Thank you very much.
No, that.
Would you like to answer him? Yeah, about the scheme.
No.
Yeah.
Now that there is a lot of senior citizens, they have a registration, and once they have that senior citizen above the age, they get a lot of discounts on the public transport, and there are a lot of facilities. But because due to he is not aware of those schemes, he may not be.
No,
able
that's
to.
what he said. The perception over here, that is the biggest issue over here. The perception, people do not know what's exactly happening.
This is not the perception. This is the schemes are there. See, which are already there. It is not a new scheme. What I am talking about now recently, it is there. That he is not aware of it.
What the problem he is mentioning is
bus fare.
No, due to Akrama Sakrama, whatever charges
you
Wait a
didn't
second,
hear that.
yes.
No. First he mentioned about bus fare.
Yes.
Next, Akrama Sakrama. Akrama Sakrama is a bigger issue like this lake encroachment only. So the government want to regularize, but at what cost and how? Now he has made a Akrama. Now he wants that Sakrama to happen without paying any money. Is that possible?
He says,
No, he says 25,000 rupees if I have to pay, I have to hang.
Actually, this one, nobody should be moralistic about this. We are, as a society, we have failed. We are not a society that has cultivated respect for the law. We think you can do anything and get away with it.
I do agree with you.
As a society,
that is exactly what it is. Nobody wants to follow it.
That is because the law is getting broken right from the
No.
top.
See how it is. No, I don't want to follow it, but I want him to follow it. This is our attitude. We should have an attitude that all of us should follow it. Finished. Then things become much easier for everyone.
So what the gentleman Ramchandra from KR Puram was saying, these are the civic issues that pinch the citizens of Bangalore. The politicians, especially the Siddaramaiah government, has to now start to think that how can they alleviate the pain of those people. Rather than that,
Ramchandra's already Ramchandra's issue is not anything. Sakrama. How will it happen if my friend says you have to look into it without paying? Can we do it?
The whole government. The whole state government is not only concerned about the civic issues, not only responsible about only civic issues.
Okay, so we come to the very end of this discussion. Mr. Siddaramaiah completing 2 years in power, and you have heard the panelists give their views on it. What is your view? Is yours. So with that, it's a wrap on this. Thank you for joining us on this program. On the other side is a news bulletin. Stay tuned.